Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of Sons of the Forest. It's your pal Filthy with you once more. We've got a good one planned for us today, but before we get into what's happening today, let's look at what happened between episodes. I made some changes, and by some, I mean one. I extended the floor on the other half of the building here, and like you see, that's what we did a couple episodes ago, and this is what I did off camera. I was just kind of playing around, trying to fool around in the game, and this is the end result. I ended up liking it, so I saved it. I even installed an elevator, but unfortunately it's a little bit broken, and it only goes down a floor. Whee! Yeah, so that's that. That's pretty much all the changes I've made up to this point. That's okay, bye, Calvin. He's heading out to the middle of nowhere. This is my second or third attempt to try and record this. The past couple, just haven't gone the way I wanted them to, so that's why I stopped. But regardless, we are going to have a good one for us now. And what we are doing today, to finally get to the point, is we are going to be building an electrical shed. I talked about wanting to get things kind of wired up as I'm going, as opposed to wiring things up after the fact. And yeah, that got me thinking that let's do it. Let's just stop talking about it. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do is actually, before I continue spreading rocks around, I'm going to connect that one. I'm going to clear this area, and I'm going to get the basic floor plan down, and then I will bring you back in to talk about next steps. And like that, we have the beginning stages. So next up, I'm going to go through and put 2 stones on all of these squares here, and then we are going to... The idea being that I want to elevate the floor, and it'll all make sense as it's coming together, but we're actually going to be going even further back this way. Oh, I missed some here. Yeah, but yeah, we're going to be going a little bit further back this way, which will make sense in a little bit here. So the next thing that we need to do is grab one of these stones and enjoy the trusty log hack. We're going to go up by 2 more, and... 1 second, if it'll let me place it. There it goes. We're going up by 2 more, and then I'm going to be building on the ground again, and basically what I'm trying to do is I want to get a log out of here. Get out of the way, please. Will it let me do it? You're not. It's going to be a bit of a but we will make it work, I guess. Nope, that's not what we're trying to do. Stack up. Like so. And take that. Then you can pop all of these bad boys out. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the rest of these, and then the next thing that we're going to want to do is start working on the walls themselves. I think I'm going to build out of wood. I liked the look of having kind of the stone base with wood walls, but yeah, we'll see where life takes us. And I'm realizing I say that a lot, so I might start a we'll see where life takes us, counter. Alright, so next up is the walls, but before we go and get too far ahead of ourselves, let's sort this part in. We don't want to... When I was doing my test build, I was having a hard time where, I got too far ahead of myself, and I wasn't able to, fill in the walls properly, so I need to be diligent in how I'm doing the walls, so that's why I'm making sure that I'm doing all of this stuff kind of, not necessarily in order, but I'm trying to be diligent. I'm trying to be cognizant of how this is being built, because I'm really going to lose my mind a little bit if it gets to a certain point and I can't add a wall or whatever. But all that to say, so the next thing we're going to be doing is the walls. Oh, I also wanted to show this off in case you go to play and you're not aware of this. If you put a strut underneath the rocks and then take them out and then take the strut out, it builds a ramp. I had no idea, but that's been very much a game changer in what I'm hoping to build a lot of the time. So if I can get it to work, there it goes. Yeah, you just fill it in as if you're making a full wall, and then you put the strut, and then you take out however many logs or pieces of stone that you want it to go down, and then you just take the strut out and down it goes. Now I'm going to add stairs in there. Virginia, can you please stop running into me? That would be just greatly appreciated. So you remember how I said that you need to be, or that I need to try and be diligent? This is one of those cases. I need myself a quarter log because I wanted to add a railing and to the entrance, and I was already getting too far ahead of myself that I forgot, and I had already, like, closed in, or I had already built this pillar all the way up, so you can't have logs here. Rather than try and articulate myself and get frustrated because I can't speak English, let's grab... Oh, no, I don't have any logs. That's okay. Oh, I can't spell. Panic, everyone. Are we panicking? I'm panicking. Oh, God. I need a log. So, you... like that. And now I can build on top of that, and my railing is unaffected. How does that look, actually? No, we will put quarter logs there. 1 second, grab one of those. And over here as well. So now that's all taken care of. And just while I've got you, thank you so much for watching. If you've reached this point of the video, I appreciate it. And you know what? Even if you haven't, I need people to know that I appreciate them watching. So thank you for doing that. If you like what you see, go ahead and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And you know what? Even if you don't, you can throw pity likes if you... Not sure why, but it's continuing to add log or stones underneath, and then I can't actually pull them back up again, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. But, you know what? That seems like a future me problem. See, I say that, but I can almost guarantee if it is a problem later, I will be very upset that I didn't try and address it earlier. Regardless, let me finish this wall, and I'll bring you back in just a minute. I can't even speak English. Just a minute. Alright, so the walls are now up, so the next thing that I'm going to do is come find this 3/4 log situation here, and we're actually going to come put... This is not going to be needed, rather, until later, but I wanted to get it set up now, again, because I want to make sure that I'm not putting myself in a position that I can't do it later, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, I apologize. I don't mean to jinx myself here, but this roof is going much, much smoother than it did in my first build. I'm not sure what I've done differently. I genuinely don't know what's going on differently, but regardless, I will take it, because this is, as I've said in previous episodes, roofs stress me out. They seem to be the hardest thing for me to try and suss out, really. Oh, God. Stand up, please. Am I standing? I can't tell! I can't tell! I'm panicking! Oh, I am standing, yes. Well, there you have it. Can I take that log out? Cool! Can I... Just so I can put some logs up here. Will it let me do that? Yes, it will. I was genuinely worried that that was not going to be a thing. And then we'll take you back, because you don't need you there. And we place you like that. There you have it. So that's come together. I need to make sure that I'm doing it on the other side, which I will do right now before I forget. Anyway, so I'm going to try and finish up the roof, and then the next thing that we're going to do is fill in the walls, and at that point, we're going to take a break from building to go get the leg lamp, and the leg lamp will make sense later in the video if you didn't watch my explanation of why the leg lamp is important in the previous episode. If you haven't, I encourage you to go do that now. Yeah, we're just filling in the walls at the... Oh, V, you're kicking stuff. That's what's happening. Don't scare me like that, Virginia. Jeez Louise. As I said, after this, we're going to go find the leg lamp. It's literally on the other side of the island, which is a little bit problematic. But, you know what? What can you do? And then, once we get the leg lamp, then we're going to start wiring everything up. And I'm very excited for the prospects of... No. Okay. I'm very excited for, like, how this could potentially turn out. So far, it's going pretty really well, which, oh, you're gonna make me use a half log to get that, but I'll do that in a minute here. Yeah, so, like I said, I'm excited, and, this is actually a design that I just kind of came up with in my head one night when I was laying in bed obsessing over what I wanted to try and build. I tried over there on the rock next to the house to see if I could make something work, and it just wasn't quite working, so... Virginia, I don't need to eat. I am God! Oh, you're giving me a stick. I swear you said eat it. Okay, cool. She's happy. I'm not sure where Calvin's at. He's stuck on maintain base at the moment. The last time I tried to speak to him, he literally just sat down in front of me, and it was like, oh, okay, well, I'll take that as an FU. I don't know if he meant it that way, but that's how I was taking it, because I was like, hey, man, follow me, and he just kind of sat down, so I was like, oh, well, I guess that's a no? Like, thanks, dude, I guess? Oh, no, you're gonna be a bot, aren't you? You're not gonna let me take that out. Well, let me take that one out. Let's find out. I feel like it's not oh, see, that one can come out. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save quickly, and then I'm going to do the old trusted spear the log until it falls out method, and hopefully that doesn't break everything. Oh, I was bringing you back in to get mad at Virginia. So, as you can see from the blood on my spear, I accidentally stabbed her because she decided to walk in front of me as I was... Nothing broke, I don't think. Let's take a quick look around. No, it appears as though nothing broke, so... Problem solved? Question mark? I don't know. But yeah, that was kind of really funny. I stabbed V, and then immediately she gives me a thumbs up and goes to wash the blood off of her. So, is she a sadist? I don't know. Regardless, that's taken care of. Actually, before we go off on our adventure to find the leg lamp, which is pretty far, I'm actually going to fill in this next portion with rocks, and I'll show why. As I said earlier, I was coming up with this design in my head, and I just kind of thought that it would look cool if the building was primarily wood, and then this part that I will explain later was made out of stone. So that's that. That wall is filled in, and I will fill in this wall, and then we are heading off on an adventure, like a hobbit or a wizard kid or Luke Skywalker. Regardless, we're going on an adventure. So I'm on my way over to where the leg lamp is. Yes, I'm using speedy run. You can judge me if you want. I realized where I built is not really conducive to collecting items. Like, I built basically the furthest point away from, like, all the caves, all the items, and what have you. So that's been a bit of a butt. But regardless, with speedy run and what have you, and the fact that, like, there's no real need for me to rush or anything, it's not so... Oh, God, I keep forgetting that's a thing. Hey, wire, gonna need that for reasons. Oh, okay. Well, that's enough of that. Anyway, I will see you when we get there. I've been playing this game for close to 100 hours at this point, and I have never once seen this particular section, so that's kind of really cool. This might... In theory, this might even be a good spot to, like, build if you're just trying to do, like, a simple log cabin kind of deal. But, you know what? We need to get through our little cliffside compound thing before we start talking about other builds. Alright, we made it finally. I definitely overran it, but that's the curse of Super Run. If you're looking for it on the map, it is here. And zooming in a bit, it's, actually, here, let me... Damn it, one too many. There you go. So if you look on the GPS, there's the 3 lakes coming up from the beach, and it is just near the third dot. My arrow is now pointed right at that little pond. So if you just head to that pond and then head northeast a little bit, you'll find the cabin. And on its surface, it looks like just a plain old run-of-the-mill poopy cabin, but... it bears secrets. No. Hey. Okay, whatever. I'm wasting time. Sorry about that. Oh, it's so dark in here. It's scary. I don't like when it's scary. You know, I've never worn the night vision goggles. And that's because they are awful. Oh no, there they go a little bit. There's lots of stuff in here, but we are here for this and this alone. It is the leg lamp blueprint. We will make use of that when we get back home. Let's see if any of this stuff can be collected. No, that's all rope and what have you. Okay, so I'm gonna whoosh my way back home, and then we will start working on the electricity side of things. You know what? We didn't get to do a whole bunch of sledding in our Christmas episode because we couldn't find the right spots, but the top of a mountain seems like a really good spot, so let's give her. Oh, no, we're going the wrong way. Delightful. Whee! Let's see if we can't get ourselves... Extreme! Tree, you ruined the extreme. So rude. Oh, this is extreme. Nice. Thank God this 3D printed sled is capable of handling my badonkadonk of a butt. Oh, no, we're going... Oh, that's a moose. Hello, moose. Okay, I'll see you later, moose. That was gross. We're getting way off track, too. So let's just head to the shore and then... No. Oh, gosh, we're getting turned around. We need to go that way, give or take. And like that, we are back home with, I'm not gonna lie, it got a little dicey at the end there. Literally the last big jump that I took. Because when you speedy run, it, like, rockets you in the air if you bounce off of stuff. So, anyway, the last time I bounced off something, it sent me careening through the cliff face, so I was very worried that it was about to get me stuck underneath somewhere, so I'm glad that didn't happen, because I hadn't saved since before I left. Okay, so, now that we've got that, we can move on to the relatively fun part, I guess. I mean, it depends on what you find fun. I find this next part fun, personally. So we go up here, don't need this log anymore, and like so. Hey, thank you. And now we're going to place some solar panels. No, the solar panels are not in a book, though you can learn about them in books. Because science is fun. Sorry, I don't get out much. Okay, for right now, all we need is one. When I start adding more things, we'll be able to, like, add more solar panels, but for right now, literally all I want to do is put a car battery on this, not put a wire on it. Not yet, anyway. So there's the battery. Now we put that away, get the wire out again. And like that, and then we fall down. And this is why I put... can I... You know, we'll see if we... Can I get up there? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can't do that. Throw that. So now we need to come back up here and connect it again. My idea... And get up here again, jeez. My idea is primarily... Like, in theory, I can just run the cord over to this thing because that's what they're for, but I don't like the idea of having the cords all loosey-goosey. Like, that's literally why I built this building, basically. Like, I wanted it to look good, and now from here, we should be able to just connect like that, and like so. That is pretty tidy, I would say. I'm starting to sound like Larry David a little bit. And now, before we go any further, we have to go back into the house and start laying out where the light bulbs are going to go. So I'm just going to do that, and then I will show you what we come up with. So the light bulbs are now placed, and as you can see, they are all powered up. It's all fine and dandy. All powered up and fine and dandy. Nice try, light bulb. God! Anyway, so now that we have this, there's exactly 9 light bulbs, and I did that intentionally because I watched a video from a gentleman named Davo, or Davo. I think it's Davo, because that's how I heard someone else pronounce it, but regardless, Davo did a video where he explained that if you have, like, he did the math, that if you have 9 light bulbs and then try and build a leg lamp and power the leg lamp on, it essentially short circuits what you've created because it's just too much power. But then when you turn off the leg lamp again, the light bulbs come back on. So it's you can essentially jerry-rig a light switch, actually. So let me just get the leg lamp built, and then I will show you what I'm talking about here. I wanted you with me for this part. I'm not really I can probably come up with a better place for this, but for right now, this is where it's going. So I've got the leg lamp hooked up. I don't have the leg lamp turned on, but once I turn it on, watch what happens. It overloads the circuit. So now I've essentially created a light switch for the main floor of my building. Pretty nifty if I do say so myself. So off, on, off, on, off, on. Sorry. Yeah, and like that's probably the only lights that I'll want to use like on the ground floor here, because like the kitchen's already pretty lit up, and like in theory the storage area could use some more light, but I'll play around with that. I'm gonna set it back to daytime because I just turned it to night to demonstrate how fun the lights are. So I'll fiddle around with the lights a little bit, and then we are going to finish off by decorating the power shed a little bit. Okay, so decoration is done, and now for the dramatic reveal. I kept it nighttime because I thought it looked better at night, and as you can see, my lights are working on the inside, so that's fun, but regardless, here it is. Here is my electricity shed. It's kind of shocking. Let me say that again. It's kind of shocking that I was able to get this done. So yeah, here we have it. Like I said, I wanted to show it off at night because I think it kind of shows off how nice it looks, how well lit up it is. It's also very ironic that my electricity shed has absolutely zero electricity running through it other than the solar panel going elsewhere. But there you have it. I've got the skulls looking out the windows. I thought that was just kind of perfect that the skulls came to exactly that height. That happened by accident. I put the moose head there, and then I was just looking for a place to put a torch that I had built just to get it out of the way, and then it ended up accidentally going up there, and I was like, wow, that actually looks really cool. There's a flaming moose above my door. Then you come in, you've got wire on the right, and stun gun ammo over here, and then light bulbs on the left, and I didn't have anything else electric to put on a shelf because the batteries and solar panels won't go on shelves up to this point, so I put some printer resin just because it looked the part, and then I filled in the walls just to hide the wires a little bit better. Again, the idea is always going to be that we are hiding wires as much as humanly possible. Whenever we have a second floor, I'll probably set up a second panel and then put it to this post and over to the house in a different way, but regardless, there's that. Yeah, just give me 1 second here while I transfer back to daytime. Transfer? That's not the right word. While I transition back to daytime, and then we'll do one more walk around just to show off a little bit, and then after that, we will go shut the lights off, as they say. Okay, there you have it. So here is the building during the day. Again, that's why I wanted to show it off at night first. I think that it doesn't really... The fires and stuff in here don't really lend themselves during the day, but it's very well lit, and again, ironically enough, my electricity building is not using electricity at all, and again, I'm kind of really proud of the way this came together. So with that said, if you like what you saw, if you like the build, go ahead and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and now we're going to go back inside and say goodbye, but as I'm wont to do, I'm going to say thank you one more time. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute treat. If, like I said, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.